Have you ever encountered a situation where you couldn't decide if your action was the best thing to do, or been in a scenario where you couldn't decide if your action was really necessary or something that you just wanted to happen? For me, I combat these situations by utilizing one of my core ideals, which is being true to myself. By being true to myself, I have a better outlook of what I want to be, and it allows me to truly understand what I need to do to become the best person I'm trying to strive for. In the next couple of minutes, I'm gonna discuss on why being true to yourself is the most beneficial thing for you, because it could actually impact your life in the most positive way. As being a full-time student and an athlete as well, I have acknowledged that in order to become the best person that I want to be, I need to be true to myself and make sacrifices. In order to explain to you guys why this core ideal is the best way, I'm going to share with you guys experiences that influenced my life, how it impacts my situation, and how it could actually benefit you in multiple ways. An experience that actually influenced me to believe in this core ideal is actually my childhood. Throughout my childhood, I realized that materialistic things cannot bring happiness. Therefore, I acknowledge that in order to understand who I am, I can never compare myself in materialistic things, and this allowed me to be true to myself. And another influence was financial hardships, because during these times that we couldn't reach rent when it came to electricity or when it came to the water bill, I acknowledged it made me understand what is actually necessary and what it isn't necessary, and this revolves around the example if I should buy this toy or let us myself save up and actually help my mom pay on some bills. And speaking of my mom, her perspective also influenced me to become the person I am today and how my ideal was developed. And when she grew up in a Latino household, the mindset there is to become a hard worker. In order to become a hard worker, you need to know what to strive for. And for her, by being true to herself, she understood the idea of hard working and what she needed to strive to become. And with this, it made a great example to explain why this would be a perfect ideal for me, because I always like to work hard, and by being true to myself, I always have motivation to achieve that. And after going through these influences would actually help me make decisions today. Certain impacts that this ideal has made on my decisions was actually understanding the priorities of my life, which is family and friendships. The reason why these priorities are important is because for family, they built the foundation of who I am. Without my family, I wouldn't be here without them. They always supported me in multiple endeavors. Therefore, whenever I think of a life-changing situation, such as applying for a certain job or acquiring certain monetary value in certain assets that I control, such as stocks, I always consider my family in my decisions, because they always help me. And by being true to myself, if they benefited from my actions, then I would benefit from them. For relationship with friends, I understood that in order to become the best person I can be and true to myself, I needed to associate with people that actually care who I am. And by being true to myself, they will always support me in becoming a better person in the future. Another impact that this ideal has had on my decisions were my daily activities throughout the day. Throughout my life, I focused on school and sports, and by being true to myself, I was able to balance sports and school by understanding the sacrifices I need to make, such as not going out with friends on certain nights because the next day would be extremely hard if I did go out the day before. For example, some nights I needed to sleep in order to have a good workout the next day, or certain school nights I couldn't go out because I needed to finish homework early in order to have less stress when the race day would come. And these impacts on my decisions exemplify why this core ideal could actually be beneficial in life. And in order to explain certain benefits that come from this ideal, one of the benefits that come is by utilizing this ideal in your daily livelihood would be it brings more peace to mind. The reason why is because it has more clear outlook and decision making. If you were true to yourself, you would truly acknowledge why you need to do something, and once you understand why you need to do it, you easily get to understand the importance of it. And with being true to yourself, you have a clear outlook and decision making, and by this decision making, you will have more importance in what you do, and eventually this will correspond with being more motivated. And by being more motivated, you have higher expectations on yourself, and this goal oriented idea could bring you to the realization that in order to become the best person you need to be, you need to truly understand who you are, because your core ideals come from who you are. And by all these influences and by all these impacts of the situation, core ideals actually represent your livelihood. Therefore, if you were to utilize being true to yourself, you will be able to realize the impact it has on your decision making on the daily. And if you truly want to be successful, it would actually bring the best out of you, because being true to yourself, you always try to be better than yesterday. And in order to become better than yesterday, you have to work on yourself today. And by working on yourself today, you know for a fact you will be better tomorrow. And it's the same thing every single day, because in order to become the best you need to be consistent, hardworking, and always strive to be the best. By utilizing being true to yourself, you will truly achieve what you want to be. And that is success that no one can take away.